Namaste everyone, my name is Kate and I'm really excited to share this root chakra flow with you all. This is part of a 7-week chakra series that I'll be sharing here on the Seeking Space YouTube channel. So for this class, this will be a Vinyasa flow. Feel free to take it at your own pace, level up, level down as you need to. And again, we'll be focusing on the root chakra. So this is the first chakra out of the 7 main chakras that are in the body. And this chakra begins at the base of the spine. The root chakra is responsible for how safe and secure you feel in your everyday life. And this chakra can get off balance or kind of misaligned when your feelings of safety and security are compromised. So I think starting with this chakra, especially given the times that we are in, this time of uncertainty, is really, really important to bring it back to that feeling of feeling grounded, of feeling supported and just kind of rooted into who you are, standing tall on your own 2 feet. So thank you for joining me today. And we'll get started in a meditation. So for this meditation, just recommend a seat. Somewhere seated on the floor or your yoga mat where you can really sit tall and upright. Your legs can be crossed, or maybe you sit on top of the legs or the knees. And just begin to softly shut down the eyes. Before you start to make any adjustments into the body or the breath, start to feel your body, your seat, root down towards the earth. It's kind of bringing a heavy sensation to any parts of the body that are making contact with the floor, with the mat. And then bringing your palms facing down either on your lap or your knees to invite in that sensation of grounding. Softly bring your awareness now to your breath. And taking a deep inhalation, and as you do, starting to lengthen the spine upward towards the sky. And on your exhale, drawing the breath all the way down towards your toes. Inhale, fill up, lengthening, growing taller. Exhale, sending the breath downward towards the earth. And just take a few more rounds of this deep cleansing and healing breath. As you take these breaths, feel the base of your spine really lock down towards your mat. And from that place, imagining stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae in that vertical direction all the way upward towards the sky. So perhaps notice in your seat, are you leaning a little bit forward or a little bit backward? Can you bring it to this really upright, lifted sensation from the root, from the base of your spine? The root chakra is where all of the other chakras rest upon. So it is of critical importance to keep this chakra balanced and strong. some characteristics of the root chakra include feelings of being safe, secure, grounded, and stable. And as you hear these words, can you start to kind of get a sense of when you feel at your most secure, when you feel safe, grounded? Just notice what that looks like for you in your life. And kind of paint that picture of that sanctuary, of where you feel safe. Maybe it's inside your own home, or perhaps somewhere in nature by a beach, in the mountains. And just noticing how this makes you feel. When you bring this visualization into your mind's eye. Let's take 2 more full deep breaths. And then slowly begin to draw your hands into your heart center, bringing your thumbs into the centermost point of your heart, and then draw your chin downward towards your chest. We'll pause here for just a moment to set an intention for this practice today. Perhaps it is bringing your intention, your awareness towards that feeling of being grounded, the essence of the root chakra, or anything that you would like to draw in to your practice today as you flow. Take another deep full breath in and out to allow that intention to settle in throughout the body. Keeping your hands at your heart center, lightly begin to open your eyes, and then interlace your hands right at your heart. Take a big inhale, and then on your exhale, push your hands away from the body, and as you do, begin to round the spine, tuck the chin inward towards the chest. Inhale now, lengthening the spine, draw the hands upward, maybe even lift your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing the hands down by your hips. Taking that again, inhale, hands come to heart. Exhale, push the hands away. Inhale to lengthen and reach. And exhale, all the way up to empty. 2 more times. Placing a bigger emphasis on the breath now. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time through. Good drawing the hands back to heart center. And now rolling over onto your hands and knees, let's find tabletop pose. So since this class is all about grounding and connecting to that earth center, let's first set the foundation up in this pose here. So really planting a strong handprint down into your mat. Fingertips are spread wide. Feel your knees and the backs of your feet connect down into your mat first. Keep your core nice and engaged as well. And on your inhale, gliding forward into cow pose. Lift the chin, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. On your exhale, round and curl the spine, tucking the chin inward towards the chest into your cat pose. Inhale to glide forward, cow pose. Exhale to round and curl into cat. Good, let's keep this going. Your breath, your movement for a couple more rounds of breath. Just really starting to tap into any organic movements that might feel good in the body, maybe circling through the hips, maybe rolling through your neck. And if your eyes aren't closed already, perhaps keeping the eyes closed as you flow, really starting to bring the awareness from the inside, bringing it within. Notice your breath here. Maybe start to cultivate Ujjayi breath. Slight constriction in the back of the throat as you breathe in and out of the nose. About 2 more rounds of breath here. And then coming back to a neutral spine, extending your right leg long out behind you, flexing into the right foot. Keeping your core engaged here, so zip your belly button up and in towards your spine, Uddiyana Bandha, upward flying lock. Take 1 more breath here, spinal balance, and then on your exhale, draw your right knee in towards your nose, squeezing in. Inhale to re-extend and lengthen. Exhale, squeezing. 1 more time, inhale, finding that length. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, re-extend, send the right leg long. This time, step your right foot through in between the hands. Tenting up onto your fingertips here to give you a little bit more lift from your mat. And then start to deepen the bend here into your right knee. So the hips start to shift forward. Lift the heart, lift the chin, and breathe into the stretch. On your exhale, walking the hands back and straightening into your right foot. Flex, or straightening into your right leg and flex your right foot. Instead of rounding the spine here, can you find length in your spine, drawing the heart towards the toes? 1 more breath here in this half split. On your inhale now, let's flow that. So coming forward, deep lunge. Exhale to bring it back. Half split. And just keep gliding back and forth here, following your own breath, your own movement. Perhaps pausing in any spaces where it just kind of feels good to stretch into, to breathe into. The next time your right knee is bent, let's pause here and heel toe your right foot over towards the right hand side, excuse me, of your mat. Plant your left hand down, fingertips spread wide, so creating that nice solid base. Right hand presses into your right kneecap and begin to push the right kneecap away from you. So taking a hip opening stretch. One more breath here, deep full breath in and out. Now, option to stay here if this feels good in your body, or perhaps you bend into your left knee. Going a step further, maybe you reach the right hand back for your left foot. This is called cat grabs its tail. And if you'd like to take it another step further, maybe you come down onto your forearm. Wherever you are, can you start to peel your right shoulder up and back, opening through the heart. Exhale, let's unwind, coming out of the pose. Heel toe the right foot back to center and step your right knee back to meet your left. Opposite side, inhale, extend your left leg long behind you. And same thing here, we're creating the base, kind of the grounding in the body before we flow. So engaging your core here, belly button zips up and in, left foot is flexed, fingertips are spread wide to create that solid base in the hands and the arms. On your exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Inhale, extend left leg long. And now from here, step left foot through in between the hands. Tenting up onto your fingertips. And heel toe, actually stay here, and on your inhale, begin to shift your hips forward. Lifting the heart, lifting the chin, deepening the bend into your left knee. Exhale, peel the hips back, half split pose. Maybe flex into your left foot. Inhale, coming forward, deep lunge. Exhale to take it back, half split. And now just flow back and forth a few more rounds. And again, pause in any space that might feel good. This is a really great stretch if you run or if you have tight hamstrings. Start to make your way back to a bend in your left knee, and then heel toe your left foot over to the side of your mat. Planting your right palm down into the earth, take your right hand and push it into your left hand and push it into your left kneecap. Hip opening stretch here, deep full breaths. Option to stay here, or maybe you'd like to go a little bit deeper, bending into your right knee, taking your left hand back for cat grabs its tail. This might feel good, stay here, or maybe you come down onto your right forearm for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Bring your awareness to your left shoulder. Can you peel it open, exposing the heart, opening through the chest, and breathe. On your exhale, let's unwind out of the posture, whatever variation you're in. And then heel toe your left foot back to center. Step left foot back to meet right, tabletop pose. In your tabletop, let's transition into downward facing dog. So tucking the toes, lifting the hips high. And just as we set up tabletop, taking your time to set the foundation of down dog. So pedaling out through the feet, maybe keeping your knees really bent here, bringing more emphasis on lifting the hips up and back, pressing into the palms here, really feel that handprint, almost as if it's making an imprint into your mat. When you feel ready, maybe extending the legs long, drawing your heart downward towards your toes, and taking some deep full breaths here as you build that base of your downward facing dog. We'll flow through our sun salutation. So on your inhale, bending your knees, lift your gaze upward towards your hands, and on your exhale, mindfully travel all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift, long flat spine and neck. And on your exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. And on your exhale, draw your hands down into heart center. Let's take a moment here to just kind of ground in our first standing pose of class. So bring your feet hip width distance apart. Close your eyes. And as you breathe in, send the breath all the way up towards the crown of your head. As you exhale, send the breath all the way down towards your toes. And just start to feel into that downward spiraling energy. Feel your feet rooting down in towards the earth. Feel your outer arch, your inner arch, your toes, your heels. Just standing tall on your own 2 feet. One more breath in and out. Let's continue to flow through our sun salutation. So inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale to swan dive or bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step your feet back into high plank position. Riding that exhalation, we'll lower down chaturanga, elbows squeeze in towards your rib cage. Flipping onto the backs of the feet, inhale, press into the palms, lift the heart, and draw the shoulders back and away from the ears. Upward facing dog. On your exhale, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Now for this flow today, I'll offer you this vinyasa. Throughout class, you can either flow through that or just meet in downward facing dog. On your inhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze. Exhale, coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, close the eyes, feel the feet firmly onto the earth. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale to swan dive or bow. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping the feet back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. One more time through our sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the gaze. Exhale, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, hands to heart, eyes closed, feet ground. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale to bow or swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, flow through your vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog. Once you've arrived in your downward facing dog, give yourself about 2 full deep breaths to arrive back into the pose. Feel your footprint rooting down into the mat. Feel your handprint. Equal distribution of weight through the hands and the feet. All right, building on our flow here. On your inhale, sweep your right leg high. On your exhale, step your right foot through in between the hands. We'll come into a cow lunge to begin. So for a cow lunge, slight bend in the back knee, so it just hovers off the mat. Chin lifts, heart lifts. And again, I recommend coming up onto the fingertips here. On your exhale, cat lunge. So now hips glide back, straightening your right leg and rounding the spine. So we're not keeping a long spine here, we're rounding, tucking chin inward towards your chest. Inhale to come back forward, cow lunge. Exhale, peel it back, cat lunge. Inhale, returning to a low lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. You can keep your toes tucked or untucked. And inhale, let's rise, Anjaneyasana. In your Anjaneyasana, make sure your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. And just feel the solid base of your pose. Where is that strength and that stability coming from in your body? Exhale, hands come down, frame the right foot. Tugging the back toes, sweep your right leg back. An option to flow with your right leg lifted through your vinyasa. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing. And again, you can always meet in down dog. Opposite side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot through. Inhale for your cow lunge. Slight bend in the right knee. Lift the chin, lift the heart. Exhale, guide your hips back, straightening into your left leg. Rounded spine, chin is tucked. Inhale, returning back, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale to drop the back knee. You can keep the toes tucked or untucked. And on your inhale, rising tall, Anjaneyasana. Same alignment check-in here. Left knee is stacked over left ankle. Shoulders are soft, down and away from your ears. And maybe lift your gaze upward towards the sky. Notice where that stability is coming from on this side of the body. Maybe it's from the breath. Exhale, hands come down. Framing your left foot sweeps back. And again, option to keep your left leg lifted as you flow. Returning back, downward facing dog. Take a deep full breath in, deep full breath out. Good, let's add on to the flow, switching things up. On your inhale, sweep right leg high. And on your exhale, bend into your right knee. Scorpion down dog, so the right heel draws down towards your left glute. So you're opening through the hip. One more breath here. On your inhale, re-extend your right leg long. And on your exhale, like you're moving through water or quicksand, step your right foot through in between your hands. Draw the back knee down and peel it back into your half split. So the right leg extends long, flat spine, heart draws towards the toes. Inhale, coming back, tuck the back toes and we'll rise all the way up, coming into a crescent lunge. So now the back knee is lifted. Deep bend into your right knee. Find the base of your pose. One more breath here, standing tall. Exhale, hands come down. Frame your right foot. Right foot steps back. Option again, keeping the right leg lifted as you flow, or just meeting back, down dog. Flowing through that opposite side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend into the left knee, left heel towards right glute. Opening through the hip. One more breath here in scorpion down dog. Inhale to re-extend, level off the hips, and as if you're moving through water, really smooth, stepping your left foot through in between the hands. Drop down to the back knee, and then peel the hips back into your half split pose, flexing into the left foot. Inhale, bending back into your left knee, and we rise, crescent lunge. Find your pose.
Set the foundation. Feel the left foot pressing into your mat. Back heel is lifted. Deep bend in the left knee. And keeping your core engaged and active here as well. One more big full breath. Exhale, hands come down, frame the left foot. Left foot sweeps back to meet the right. And flow breath by breath. Meeting back, downward facing dog. And adding on to this flow, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend into your right knee into scorpion down dog, or perhaps you flip your dog into wild thing. Wherever you are, take another round of breath. And then inhale to sweep up and around. Exhale to step through and peel back into your half split. Maybe you sweep the arms back behind you this time, squeezing the triceps together, or the shoulders. Now inhale, let's rise, Crescent Lunge. Find your base. Now shifting your weight into your right foot, we're going to fly into airplane pose. So arms shift back behind you. Left leg is long. Flex into your left foot. And keep an upward facing dog in your chest. To level off the hips, spin your left kneecap downward towards the mat. One more breath in. On your exhale, big step back, landing in an airplane lunge. So there's a tilt in the hips, shoulder blades squeeze together. And on your inhale, rocket lunge, arms reach upward towards the sky. Exhale, bring it back, airplane lunge. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, inhale. One more, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. This time, inhale, rising all the way up, crescent. And then let's open up now, warrior two. In your warrior two, take a moment to kind of feel your way into the pose. So not muscling your way into it, but just easing your way in. Find that base. Once you do, gaze past your right fingertips. One more breath. On your inhale, flip your right palm, reversing your warrior. Right hand comes up and overhead. Breathing into the right side body. Recommit to the bend into your right knee. Exhale, spiral the hands down, framing your right foot. Right foot steps back to meet left, Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Pause for your inhale. Pause for your exhale. On your next inhale, opposite side, left leg lifts. Bending into the left knee, scorpion down dog. Or maybe you flip your dog over into wild thing. Wherever you are, breathe in, breathe out. And bringing it all the way back around on the inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through and peel it back, half split. Option to fly the arms. Inhale, crescent pose. Adding on from here, shifting your weight into your left foot, we fly into airplane. So right leg extends long, flex into your right foot. And to level off the hips, spin your right kneecap downward towards the mat. Take a breath in, creating an upward facing dog, a lift in the chest. And exhale, lightly step back with the right foot, landing in airplane lunge. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And let's breathe here. Inhale, rocket. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, open, warrior two. Take your time to come into the posture. Keep a nice deep bend into the left knee. Keep the left knee tracking over your middle toe on your left foot. And once you've found your pose, gazing past your left fingertips. Flip your left palm, inhale, left hand comes up and overhead, reversing your warrior. Actively send the breath into your left side body. On your exhale, spiral the hands down, frame your left foot steps back to meet right, Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Breath by conscious breath. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Let's take another deep full breath in and out. Maybe sigh out the mouth on the exhale. And now we'll flow that. One breath, one movement, all together. On your inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend into the right knee, option to flip your dog. Inhale to return back. Exhale to smoothly step right foot through and come into your half split. Maybe you fly the arms. Inhale to rise tall, crescent. Exhale, airplane. Woo. Inhale, breath in, lift chest. Exhale, landing strong, airplane lunge. Inhale, rocket. Exhale, airplane, two more, just the breath. Inhale, come all the way up, nice and tall, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, spiral the hands down. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Once you've arrived in your down dog, pause for the inhale. Pause for the exhale. Opposite side to flow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, scorpion down dog or wild thing. Inhale to return back, three-legged dog. Exhale to step left foot through. And come back into your half split. Inhale, rising tall, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane. Big inhale at the top of your pose. Exhale, drop the back foot. All about the breath here. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, two more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, rising up, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands spiral down, frame your left foot. Left foot steps back to meet right. And flow through your vinyasa. Whatever that looks like in your body. Pausing in your down dog. And then dropping down to your knees. Let's find a child's pose. For this child's pose, bring your knees as wide as your mat. And then just draw the hips back towards your toes as you extend the arms nice and long out in front of you. Maybe connect your forehead downward towards the earth and spread your fingertips wide here. As you breathe in, feel your back body expanding with the inhale. And as you breathe out, feel your torso melting down into your child's pose. Let's take one more breath here. On your inhale, walking your hands back up to tabletop pose. And then tucking your toes, lifting into down dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high and step your right foot to the outside edge of your right hand. Now stepping your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. And just so you can see me, we're going to drop down into a Malessica Squat. So for those of you at home, if this feels too much, you can kind of keep a nice lift here, or perhaps place a block or some books underneath your seat, if you have that handy. Bringing your palms together, use your triceps here to open you through the knees and through the hips. Close your eyes here. And then notice your footprint here. Is your weight shifting to the inside edge of your feet? Can you bring that weight towards the outside edge? Good. Take another round of breath. Option to stay here in your Malessica. If you like to try crow pose from here, please feel free to play with some crow. We have about 5 rounds of breath here to play or to stay. Both postures emphasize that need for grounding and stability in order to keep the integrity of the posture. If you are playing with crow pose, start to make your way back into Malessica Squat. And then planting your hands onto the earth, fingertips spread wide. Shift your weight into your palms and then just start to lift your hips into a standing forward fold. Heel toe your feet so they are hip-width distance apart. And we'll find ragdoll pose, grabbing opposite elbows. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Maybe find a gentle sway side to side. Feel the connection of your feet, rooting down into the earth. And then releasing the grip of the hands or the elbows, and on your inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, option to flow through one final vinyasa, or we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. On your exhale, scorpion down dog, and this time maybe roll through your right ankle. Circle through the right knee, just creating an opening in the hips. And then when you're ready, right knee draws down towards right wrist. And extending the left leg long. If this upright pigeon doesn't feel good in your body, I'd like to just give you another option. If this does feel good in your body, please feel free to make your way into a reclined pigeon pose or sleeping pigeon by coming down towards the earth. If you'd like to try a different variation, you can come onto your back take a more of a figure four type of posture. Right ankle crosses over left leg. And just thread the needle behind the left thigh, keeping the legs, or the feet rather, flexed to protect your knees. And wherever you are, close your eyes. Close your eyes and follow the breath. Follow the inhale, the pause in between, and the exhale. Let this breath anchor you into this moment. Allow this moment to draw in feelings of safety, stability, and security. Take one more breath on this side. If you are in an upright pigeon, taking the hands underneath your shoulders, lifting the heart, and then tucking the back toes, sweeping your right leg high. If you're lying down on your back, it might feel good to just windshield wiper out your legs side to side or find a happy baby. And if you're in the three-legged dog position out of your pigeon, just kind of stretching out the right side of the body in any way that feels good, any shape. Maybe flipping your dog over into wild thing or just stretching it out. Coming into pigeon on the opposite side. For an upright pigeon, inhale, left leg lifts, bending into the left knee, and maybe draw the left heel towards your right glute. Maybe circle through the left ankle or draw circles with the knee. When you feel ready, left knee comes down towards your left wrist. Right leg extends out long behind you. And you can also take this posture as we did on the opposite side in the figure four position on your back. Whatever variation of pigeon, just kind of shift, settle in when you feel ready, taking your reclined pigeon pose. Same as we did on the opposite side, bring your awareness fully to your breath. Taking this moment as an opportunity to slow things down. To create space, not just in your body, but in your mind. Space to breathe, to release any unwanted tension, any unwanted energy. One more breath wherever you are. And then on your inhale, if you're in an upright pigeon, just pressing your palms into the earth, lifting the heart, tucking the back toes, and sweep your left leg high. Stretching out a pigeon in any way that feels good. And once again, if you're in that figure four shape, maybe windshield wiper the knees, maybe take a happy baby. And we will all meet on a seat or in a seat, bringing the sits bones to the centermost point of your mat and extending your legs long into staff pose, Dandasana, bringing the palms right next to your hips. And just bring your awareness once again to the root chakra, to the base of the spine. Can you find length, stacking vertebrae over vertebrae, all the way upward towards the crown of the head? Flex into your feet. On your inhale, sweeping your hands up and overhead. And on your exhale, seated forward fold. Just bowing over the legs and allow your hands to fall wherever they land. So it can be the knees, the shins. Or wherever they go. That's that chakra energy we built in this class. Pause for a few more breaths. And on your inhale, come into a halfway lift, bringing the palms to touch. On your exhale, starting from the base of the spine, that root chakra, and just lowering all the way down onto your back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders, neck, and head are the last to arrive. And then drawing your knees inward towards your chest. Let's find happy baby pose, grabbing the inside or outside edges of the feet. Gently swaying from side to side. Massaging out the base of the spine, where that first chakra begins. And if there are any other final postures you'd like to take in order to complete your practice, please feel free to come into those now. If Shavasana feels right for you in this moment, feel free to come into your final resting pose. Take your time to move into these postures. Take your time to settle into your Shavasana. And when you do feel ready to come into your final posture, give yourself room to really take up space. So as you lie down on your back, allow the feet to just splay out to either side. Maybe take your arms, just taking them about 8 to 10 inches away from the body. And just notice what you might need out of this moment. If you need more grounding, so more of that root chakra energy, perhaps place your palms facing down in your Shavasana. Or if you'd like to invite in more energy into the mind and the body, perhaps bring your palms facing up in your Shavasana. Eyes are closed. Feel the base of the spine as if it's really heavy, drawing you downward towards the earth. Feeling into that imprint of the body, into your mat, as if it's like clay from the earth.
Enjoying this time in Shavasana to let go of doing and enjoy just simply being. Feeling your body fully supported by the earth beneath you. I will leave you here in your Shavasana to relax and rest as long as you would like. It was a pleasure to flow with you today, honoring the root chakra. Have a beautiful rest of your day or evening. Namaste.